Could I replace a stock PSU fan with a more quiet one? I have a cheap 450W PSU with an exhaust fan at the rear. This fan, however, is very loud. Is it a good idea to replace the stock PSU fan with a quiet fan with similar airflow? The PSU fan is hardwired to the PCB in the PSU, so I was intending on snipping the stock fan wires and sealing the loose ends with electrical tape. I would then connect the new quiet fan to the PWR_fan socket on the motherboard. Has anyone done this before themselves? Is it a good idea in the first place? Considering if my PSU fails, it could take out a couple of other components too.
It's not problem replace PSU fan, but you void your warranty. As for which fan to get, I prefer Nugshua fans.
No, in my opinion, opening the PSU is not something you should do. If you do anything wrong, the best case scenario is that you only destroy your computer. The worst case is that it catches fire and you burn down your house and killing everyone in it. Sorry to sound alarmist, but messing with out-of-the-socket AC current stuff is best left to professionals.
I have done this. It works. If you're nervous around capacitors, be aware that they can and will store residual mains power. Practice basic safety, unplug the PSU, ground yourself against the case. Snip the wires, strip them, and use a decent wire splicing method. Wrapping them with electrical tape is not a good idea. Solder plus heat shrink, small wire nuts, B connectors, etc. I've been hit by the caps, you feel it, but it wasn't horrible. As always, proceed at your own risk, but I've done this plenty of times. I wouldn't recommend fiddling with the rest of the components, but just a simple wire snip on the fan leads is pretty painless. Caveat: some PSUs run their fan on 12V, some on 5V. If you have a multimeter, check and make sure you pick a fan rated for those speeds. Most 5V can run on 12V, but it's not recommended.
Can it be done? Yes. Many people, including myself, have simply cut the wires to the old fan and used some electrical tape to connect the wires to a new one. Works like a charm. It's not rocket science. Should it be done? No. As some people have already said, the capacitors hold some charge even when the machine is switched off, which could discharge and deliver quite a significant electrical shock. I don't know about other countries, but over here, Australia, only certified electricians are supposed to work on cables that are made to carry a 250V current. Technically, we are not allowed to change light bulbs. Tinkering with the inside of a SU is no exception to this. We can do other stuff with our computers because the cables coming out of the SU are only 12V or something like that.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.